countries' milk tastes really different. I don't know if it's the cow, the way, the things that they feed the cows, or what it is exactly that makes the milk taste so different, but I really like to adventure out and like try out different countries' milk whenever I go and visit a new country. So for example, I can tell you on top of my head, milk in England is like mid. There's nothing special about it. Milk here in Canada is initial question, it is from this process that the sweet taste in lactose-free milk arises. You've probably heard about glucose before, like in glucose syrup. In this case, it has nothing to do with the syrup. Glucose and galactose are other types of sugar, which after adding lactase enzymes will now occur in the milk. Compared to lactose, glucose and galactose have much sweeter tastes. After going through this process, lactose-free milk will therefore taste, to be exact, 3.2 times sweeter than regular milk. Okay, that is really cool because, yeah, so basically what it's saying is that the lactase breaks down the enzyme lactose into two simpler forms, glucose and galactose. Glucose and galactose are sweeter than lactose. That's why the sweet tastes occur in lactose-free milk. So that's really interesting because then it means that it is like they're pre-digest or they're pre-broken down before entering our body, which is also a new knowledge for me. That's really cool. There's a next section that I also really want to read for us, and it's talking about how they make milk. They make lactose-free milk without a sweeter taste, which is really cool because, yeah, the lactose-free milk that I had was definitely 3.2 times, if not more, even sweeter than like regular milk. So I'm really curious as to how they can make lactose-free milk not as sweet. In Arla, which is the company, we have found that the majority of consumers prefer to consume milk that does not have a sweet taste. Many tend to avoid lactose-free milk because it tastes too sweet compared to regular milk. For families with a member who is lactose intolerant, this might mean that they have to buy two different milk products to meet everybody's need and taste buds. There is then, back in 2007, they developed a technology that enabled them to produce lactose-free milk that is almost identical to regular milk in terms of taste and nutrients. It is done so by filtering the milk and removing almost half of the lactose before adding in the lactase enzyme. The sweet taste that will come from the glucose and the galactose will be so limited that most people can't taste the difference. The level of carbohydrates is slightly reduced as a consequence